A girl named Victoria, 16 years old, is sitting down in history class waiting patiently for her turn to give her presentation. She watches a boy that is currently giving his presentation to the class. She secretly has a crush on him, but he does not know that. The boy finishes up his presentation. The teacher named Miss Jenkins says, "Thank you so much, Jacob, for that wonderful presentation. Now, may I have Victoria up to the front to present your speech?" Victoria gets up and walks to the front of the class. She starts to give her speech. Victoria is nailing her speech, and she gets about halfway through and drops her paper on the ground. She immediately goes to pick it up, but then suddenly, her hair comes flying off her head. She looks at her wig laying on the floor. Then she looks up at her classmates. Silence as everyone stares at Victoria's bald head. Instantly, the whole class bursts out in laughter. A few students take out their phones and start to record her. Jacob takes out his phone and starts recording, laughing until he can't breathe. Victoria is in shock as she can't move a muscle because she doesn't know how to react. She picks up her wig and runs out of the class. She runs to the bathroom and calls her mom, telling her to pick her up as she is breaking down in tears. Her mom picks her up right away and takes her home. The next day, Victoria goes to her chemotherapy treatment as usual. She finishes up the treatment and goes back home instead of school. A week passes by, and Victoria still hasn't gone to school. All she is focused on is her chemotherapy. About a month passes by, and she finally feels comfortable enough to go back to school. Victoria goes back to school and goes to her first class, which is history. She walks into class and sits down. All the students gasp as they see her with no hair. She decides not to wear the wig anymore. The students talk amongst themselves, wondering what had happened since they haven't seen her in a month. Miss Jenkins teaches the class, and about 45 minutes go by. The bell rings for the next period. All the students leave the class. Victoria is the last one to leave. Before she heads out the door, the teacher stops her and starts to talk. "I saw that you were gone for a month, and you had me worried. Is everything okay?" says Miss Jenkins. Victoria sits down at one of the desks and puts her backpack down. She starts to tear up. "I've been battling cancer for a couple months now. I would wear the wig to make sure nobody knew I was bald because it is so embarrassing. When it came off that day, it ruined me to the point where I didn't want to live anymore. I don't wear it anymore because now everybody knows I'm bald, and it's not normal for a girl like me to be bald." Her teacher starts to grieve with her situation, reassuring her that she is a tough girl. They both talk for a couple minutes and go their separate ways. The next day, Victoria goes into class and sits with all the other students. The bell rings for class, but the teacher isn't there yet. 10 minutes go by, and she still isn't there. Everybody wonders what is going on. Then out of nowhere, Miss Jenkins comes into class and starts to prepare her teaching day. All the students gasp while staring at the teacher. It appears that she has shaved her head bald. Victoria is the first one to notice and starts to wonder why she did that. Before Miss Jenkins starts to teach class, she announces, "I know you are wondering why I shaved my head. I am here to prove to you that no matter what you look like, you are still the same person on the inside. If you want to laugh and take videos of me, fine. But remember, you don't know what people are going through. Nobody says a word. She starts to teach class. All the students start to regret making fun of Victoria. At the end of class, they all say sorry for their actions on the day of the incident. Jacob goes up to her and sincerely apologizes and asks her if she would want to go see a movie. Victoria smiles as she agrees to his offer. This story teaches us that we need to respect each other. If you don't know what is going on in a person's life, please respect and don't assume that nothing is wrong with them.